Good evening. I will explain what I'm doing here in just a moment. Going to cleanse the area. I have spoken to my ancestors, angels, guides, and guardians. I am cleansing all the area. The mixture that I have in there for cleansing, I've already crushed up to save time so that the video is not so long. And in the mortar pestle, I have copal resin, dragon's blood, and frankincense incense. Those are the three that I am using to cleanse the area. I have got crystals here, also for protection. Okay. This is a return to sender mirror prayer working for a harmful scanner that uses black magic to curse and fear to get more money from my client. In other words, this is the boomerang effect. Return to sender. I have already spoken to my guides, my guardians, my angels, and my ancestors. I have called upon them for assistance. This is a prayer working to protect my client and her family and her loved ones. The scammer, and I'm not going to say her name. When I pause and I'm quiet for a second, I'm saying the name in my head. It will not be revealed out loud. She is trying to scam my client and get more money from her. I won't go into details on the video, but I have already called upon my guides, guardians, ancestors, and angels and spoke to them about the situation off camera. Also to include any of her friends that the scammer, and I'm using her name in silent, and her friends that she hangs out with and starts spreading harmful lies and harmful gossip in hopes of scamming more money out of her. These, I have already, these are mirrors. I'm going to hold them where you can't see, so the reflection also does not face me, so that she does not see who is doing this. The mirrors, I have got tape on the back of them, and one will go on each end. It will be everything she does from this moment on, everything she does or says, or her friends that she's getting to go along with her, everything goes back. The foil, the shiny side is facing also, so that everything reflects. She will be in here. Everything that she is trying to send out will hit the mirrors, hit the reflection, and go straight back to her. Nothing will come your way. Nothing. Okay, so I have her name, and I've included any of her friends that she's also using to gossip with, to tell lies about you, tries to cause harm in any way whatsoever. It's written down here. It's written down three ways. I don't want to show the paper. I don't want to see the name. It's written 3 ways. So that is also going in here. This is the sigil for protection. And the sigil for protection, so you can see that I have made, this is protection for you. So it will go on top here in just a minute. So this is her and her friend's name. I am going to add graveyard dirt with ants. This I took from the graveyard. When I took it, it was filled with ants. I asked permission. I left an offering to get it. So when she starts all of her bad crap that she does, she's going to start, not only will it go back to her, everything she's trying to dish out, she's going to start itching and itching and itching that just won't stop. And this is from an ancestor. And like I say, I've called upon my ancestors to assist. She's using a gift that can be used for good, which she does some work that she does, and then turns around when she needs money and then tries to scam her potential clients or her clients that she's had already into scamming them for more money, and you don't do that. A lot of people will think this working is bad, but it's not. You have the right to protect yourself from bad people, from evil people, from people trying to scam you out of your hard-working money. You have every right. Every right. It even states it about the boomerang effect. Okay? So that goes on top. That's her. Now, this is protection for you. The sigil. It's going to go in here. And she's face down with all her friends and everything, because everything's going to go back to her. This is for protection for you, because you have to be protected for anything she tries to do that's not going to come your way. And this is your petition. And I've got my hand like this just so that some people have some really, really good eyes and can see through the paper. So this is your petition. I wish for the universe to protect the following. It is in its fullest form there is in universally. Please protect the following people from this person. From the person, the scammer, her name is, and any of her friends that are whispering hateful things about me, which is you, my client, but I'm reading your petition. And your name is, as they are jealous, and I will say the scammer instead of her name, wants more money from me for no reason. Anything she says spiritually or hexes, curses, or spell casting toward you, my client, and the people I mentioned is to go back to her 20-fold, and she is to never find an end to the punishment nor where it is originated from. I have not done her any wrong, so there is no need for any nastiness or not giving her any money. I ask that you please protect. I'm trying to cover those names so it doesn't see through. I ask that you please protect, and then my client's name, and the following names, and all my immediate family members, sisters, brothers-in-laws, niece, nephews, and my parents. And thank you. This will be folded away from me so that it does not come back to you. And this is being folded away because everything she does is going to go back to her. And then this will go on top of the protected sigil. Okay? Now, the candles here, we are going to anoint with licorice commanding oil that I make myself. Matter of fact, let me shake it up. And that's what it looks like. Okay. And we are going to anoint it on the candle. And it's going, okay, not clockwise, counterclockwise. And it's going counterclockwise. Sorry for the dog barking. The raccoons and possums come out about this time, and they eat the rest of the cat food that's left out there. Okay, so that's counterclockwise. And then also I am going to rub it up toward the wick because I want it to go away from you. Any bad juju, any bad evil negativity that she tries to pull will go. Anything she tries to send your way is going to hit that flame. It's going to bounce right back because of all of the mirrors and the reflection. Okay? And let me move this out of the way. To speed up time, what I did was I'm wiping my hands with the oil on this paper here, this parchment paper, because I'm going to be rolling the herbs in it. To save time on video, I will go over the herbs, tell you, see the herbs in there. And I have already crushed them, and I went counterclockwise. So let me put this down here. Okay. Rolled in here. So it looks like. Looks like. Now I'm going to add Crossroad 4-way dirt also. And I'm going to also roll that in the dirt. This is getting rolled also in the crossroad, 4-way crossroad dirt. Okay, now the ingredients that I used in the mortal pestle, the other mortal pestle that I crushed in there. It is licorice commanding oil, which stops evil. Rosemary stops evil and protects protection for my client. Dill seeds, protection for my client. Lemon verbena herb, purification. Rosemary, stopping evil and protection for my client. Eggshells, protection for my client. Pokeweed, used to break hexes, break negativity and harmful influences. Barberry, barring, stopping the enemy. This is the barberry, and I will put some of this in there, and it stops any hexes that is sent your way. Okay. And this is, you gotta be so careful with this. It is, I don't know if you can see that. It is full of little thorns. I don't know if you can see that good or not. It's full of thorns. It's kind of hard to pick up on camera. And I'm putting one on all four corners. Can you see them thorns sticking up? Okay. Every time I dry this stuff, I poke myself. And I have no idea where I put the lid to this. Where did I put the lid? Well, I guess I'll find the lid in a minute. You sit that there. Okay. Oh. Okay. And the pokeweed is used to break hexes also. That is the pokeweed. That will also go in there. One end and one on the other end. Come on out. Ouch. Okay. Oh, I see what I did to the lid on that other one. It was this lid I had. My spirit guides are dragons, so I glued that dragon on that lid, and I couldn't even find it. Okay? And so, in the mixture was the whole cloves, crushed rosemary, and dillweed seeds, and lemon verbena was in the mixture on the candles, and the eggshells. Okay. I'm fixing to light the candles, but I want to make sure all of my ancestors are woke up and close by and assisting. This I do mostly for my native ancestors. Okay. And I will light the candle. No, I'm going to do the black one first. If you have a big return to cinder candle, and you want to use that, you can. But that's a 7-day candle, which kind of works around 4 days, maybe 6 days. I want this to move fast, so I'm using the smaller candles. I'm lighting the bottom. And the rest of this we're protection for my client is going to go in the paper. And that's protection for my client while all of the hexing and gossiping and evil things she's trying to send your way will go back to her. And as I put everything in, I was in silent doing my prayers because I don't ever do my prayers out loud. I'm putting my energy and my intent into all the working. Everything goes back to, because say she has a gift and uses it to try to scam money out of clients, which is totally wrong. What I am doing here is simply returning everything back to her. I'm not hexing her. I'm not doing any of that. She's the one that's doing any hexing or cursing because she's totally jealous. She's trying to get money from my client, more money from my client. And no more, it stops here. So everything she tries to send to my client is just hitting those mirrors, that reflection. It goes straight back to her. It does not even leave this space. When this is all burned down, this will be buried in a disclosed area that I will not reveal. This is my will, so mote it be.